besides not being in a points race, the number you were actually pretty strong. But again,
Yeah. Yeah, it was unfortunate, not to win last year. I've said for the whole year. I thought we had a strong year. It's just the wins weren't there, and that was for multiple things. I made a bunch of mistakes, and then we had some mistakes on pit road, and just we could never close. So this whole offseason, you point out the things you thought that you struggled with. From my side to other sides, and you try to just get them better. Okay, how can we improve these things and make sure we can close out these races? And because that's we always had speed at the beginning, and then we would have something happen and kind of fade. And just how do you get better at that? And that's one of those things you have to. You're always trying to figure out how to get better, and that's just one of those things that we had to really sit down, me and Jonathan, and try to figure out how we can change that stuff.
Excuse me, when you were looking at the self-reflection, what areas did you say, I need to maybe do this better, I can improve in this area?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like something big for me is trying to look ahead more. Being prepared for the last third of the race. That's something that I've kind of always struggled with a little bit in my career. And that was one thing that Jonathan and I, really tried to work on, and how can we communicate that stuff better. So that was probably one of the biggest things. But there's some others, but that was the larger one.
Have you thought much about the crash in Vegas and some of the other stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, I took us out of the Phoenix, making mistakes, and I mean that's on the driver at the end of the year, and our cars were fast enough to make Phoenix. Even without the bonus points from wins and stuff like that, I thought running where we were before I wrecked was going to be enough to get there, and just made a mistake, and that's that's something that I got to work on. I don't really usually make those mistakes and wreck, and like I did in Vegas, and then you just subconsciously bonehead downshift, from second to third. Third is not forward, and we've done it all year. And you do that at Homestead just subconsciously. It's just crazy. So, trying to figure that stuff out and make it better.
Did you beat yourself up at anything, or did you try to move past it quickly, or how did you?
Yeah, at the time I did. At the time you're beating yourself up about it, but I'm trying to do a good job of just learning from things and moving forward, and focusing on what's ahead and the next task at hand. So beating yourself up for a little bit is healthy. It's good. You need to. And you need to learn from your mistakes, but you can't dwell on those things for too long. You got, it's over and done with. You got the next job to figure out.
When you hear